welcome to video number 2 of what I hope will be a series describing the planning, construction and operation of my large N-gauge model railway layout called Bromsgrove, based on Bromsgrove station and the Lickey incline and the banking operations on that from around about 1958 to 1965. So the garage conversion is complete, and whilst this video camera's not got the widest angle in the world, try and do a quick tour. Here's a bit of a, well, I suppose you could call it a man cave, but yeah, a bit of a desk, computer. Eventually that'll run Railroad and Co. Actually, while we're on the subject, yes, it is a smallish monitor. Someone on the Model Rail Command Forum suggested I stick a monitor up there. Well, that's a good idea. You just got to sneak it in, that's all. Okay, so looking round, yep, we got the baseboards in position. Here we go. Now, 12 foot by 8 foot, and boy, it was a tight fit. So tight, in fact, you can see that the paint's still drying where I've chipped the paint on the walls and had to do a bit of a plaster job, sand down and repaint. But nevertheless, it's in. And I always knew it was going to be tight. 12 foot by 8, and sure enough it was 12 foot by 8. But they're in. Baseboards are by people called Model Railway Solutions, based in Poole in Dorset. Family business. I think it's cousins, Steve Knight and a guy called Martin. And believe it or not, Martin kindly delivered these to me personally in a van on a Sunday. So I'm grateful to him for that. And yes, very good they are too. Really gone together well. I mean, the only thing that's been difficult is because of the sheer tightness, because of the way the room's been built. It actually is about 12 foot and a couple of mil, and 8 foot and a couple of, well, 8 1/4 inches I think. You'll notice at this point, let's first talk about the problems I've had. You'll see in this corner here quite a tight fit, and you can see there's a small gap behind. Now that wall, the internal wall, is running out very slightly, and so there's about a 2 centimetre gap at that end and a 1 centimetre gap at that end. So that comes to my first problem, and I'm hoping that some people are going to help me here. So I'm going to talk about back scenes. Right, N-gauge. Okay, so N-gauge back scene. What should be the height of the back scene? First problem is we've got a windowsill. Okay, it's sticking over a bit. Now there's roughly 8 inches between the board and the windowsill. Even though this bit where I'm looking at now, it's going to be elevated to about 2.5 inches, but it should still be plenty there, I think. So what's the general height for N-gauge back scenes? Okay, now no problem. Let's just, for instance, let's say we're going to have an 8-inch back scene. Okay, going to run it along the wall, fixed to the wall. If I get the MDF 4mm flexi board, I can do a curve in that corner. Again, fix it to the wall. It'll run straight down there into that corner and curve again. Okay, but now we come to the conundrum, because we've got this gap, okay, running down there. So I need it to line up after it curves round. So my thoughts were to fix some kind of batten at the back there, a thin 6mm batten, and then put the 4mm MDF board onto that. I mean, it's not damp in here, in fact it's quite warm, it's nice, it's an internal room now. There's no reason I should get any warping. Anyway, don't know what you think of that idea. Curve round in that corner, again fixed to the wall to there. So that's my plan. It's just a matter of that back wall is bothering me on about the back scenes. So we'll come to that soon, I think. You can see below, that's where I'm storing everything. All the model railway stuff is in the boxes. Some track there. Stool, nice height, just the right height. It's the Sealy Workshop stool actually, perfect height. Oh, my spray booth, which sits underneath, that can come out. when necessary. Okay, what else? Oh yeah, got a bit of a toolkit, tool drawer chest, if you like, for want of a better word. And in here I've got all my knives, etc., for my modelling and things. So yeah, hope to do it all on sort of a workbench there. Obviously all my paints and everything there. So that's about it. So anyway, there we go. I think these boards are fantastic. I think the next stage, think about those back scenes, and let's get some power supplies, and let's get the Digitrax stuff mounted. I'll show you what I mean by that right now. Okay, here's the Digitrax DCS 100. It's basically the system I'm going to have is the Digitrax Super Chief Extra, which is the 5 amp, and here's the main booster, if you like, for it. Okay, so what I'm thinking of doing is mounting this on a shelf, possibly under here like that, on some kind of shelf. Power supplies I'm going to stick down there, possibly on another shelf on that leg, I think. Got 2 power supply units, which one's for going to be powering the booster, and the other one is an accessory power supply. But so that's got to be done. What else have we got in the box of tricks? Okay, so okay, yeah, UP5. Okay, it's basically spare sockets and that for plugging in the booster, and also on the back of it's got some loco net connections, so you can daisy chain the loco net. Going to mount that somewhere around here, I think, on the board. Just cut a bit of a slot in, I think, and mount it there. So all these sort of things going to be doing over the next week or so, but it's nice to get cracking, but I'm not rushing, taking my time. Please, if you see that any obvious mistakes, or you think I should be doing something at this stage I'm not doing, tell me. Okay, got cork to put on the top as well, then got to sort out the inclines, which I've already mentioned on the forum. Inclines, I'm thinking of using the 3% Woodland Scenic ready-made incline. Seem to fit in perfect with what I've got in mind. So once I've got some cork down on this end, print the track plan out full size, get it on there. Let's have a look at the track plan on the board, then let's have a look where the inclines go. But I think back scene boards on. Don't really want to be putting the back scenes on at this stage because I haven't got a clue what I'm going to put on yet. And then get these power supplies sorted and mounted, and the booster. Okay, well, thanks for watching. Hope it was of some interest. Cheers, bye.